Vague refers to something that is unclear or imprecise in its meaning or intention. Inconsistent, on the other hand, refers to something that does not remain the same or is not uniform in its behavior or quality.
Windy background.
You
Actual
audio
recording.
people only. Sucks for you.
Watch us on YouTube.
But
Make us part of the algorithm.
Yes.
all
You
you
can see our sweet dance moves.
ASMR people, though, or AMS, whatever the letters are in whatever order, we got
That's
AMSR.
LGBTQ. What?
AMSR.
yeah, that thing. More alphabet community, just a different type.
Oh, you're making my nipples hard.
Yeah, I am. Hang on. You're on my right side. Yep, that's the one that's hard.
My middle nipple is hard. What does that mean?
Boing.
That means you're from Mars?
Yes.
You got that is what that means.
Well done.
Can't go wrong with the 3-titty bitch.
Mm-mm.
Especially if you got two dicks.
Oh no! If you had one, you could titty fuck. It'd be like a threesome. Just move to each hump, just move over back and forth. Oh my god!
But again, if you had two dicks, problem solved.
That's true.
That would fix that though.
Yeah. So.
Well,
So
based
really-
on the way my camera
But with-
is, I got two dicks on the side of me, so it's perfect.
And I have a giant asshole in the middle of mine, so it works out. Lou, do this. Yep, that's exactly what I think my asshole would look like.
Oh wait, do you have a hemorrhoid?
Yep, and it's about hairy enough, and it's got the gray hairs.
Wait, that was wrong.
Wait,
I'm getting rid of the drum roll.
That's a lot. What the hell?
I'm renaming it so it doesn't say drum roll.
No,
anymore.
that one's not bad. It should be drum roll, but
Should
because
be.
if we ever do our countdowns, whatever,
Drum
we
roll,
need it for that.
not.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me rename it. Drum roll, not joke.
There's a drum. There's a drum roll that's a joke.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's gonna be 45 minutes
dude,
with Jack
that's
going through like
Rimshot.
renaming the fucking sound
Right.
cues.
How is that one not named Rimshot? Since that's what it's called.
Exactly, which is
Oh my God.
perfect when you're which is perfect when you're reenacting what a butthole looks like.
Exactly. How did you not think Rimshot all of a sudden?
Yeah, he didn't. I just like the fact that he
No,
thought
not
he
rim
clicked
job.
I just like the fact that he thought he clicked on rim shot, but then was like, "Oh wait, that's drum roll." Shit. Worst
man.
drummer ever.
Ever.
Oh man. Oh, you're from Kiss. Okay, got it. Look at Kiss picking up a stray in our podcast.
I am not Dave Grohl.
No. That's a.
You've only impregnated one woman. Is that-
Yes.
I think that's what I heard.
Allegedly.
Twice though.
Twice. Which is
Oh, my
bad,
God.
considering my father-in-law used to ask me if I shot blanks. I'm like, bro.
Damn. Somebody wanted grandbabies. Good lord. Where are my grandbabies? Unreal.
To be
So,
fair,
hurry
the
up.
party was
Knock her up
compensating for
already.
something, so he was trying to make sure
Right.
that you were manly enough to join the family.
Right.
Manly enough for the car.
That does matter.
Mm-hmm. I don't want a little whiny bitch who can't impregnate a girl driving my car.
Right?
true.
Grr. Grr.
Get back in your Prius.
Does that make me more manly since he only did it once?
Oh, it could. That's a good point. Oh, wait. Unless it's a mom issue. See, now it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, now we're digging into some ancestry.
Exactly. maybe he was fine.
Yeah.
You never know.
True.
Or it's like, you know what? Nah, we got the perfect one. We're going to stop right there.
Let's go with that.
All right.
Yeah. I hope you're watching this podcast, Jack's wife.
Wow. You're really trying to suck up before Japan, aren't you?
I mean, we're going to be around each other for a while, so yeah, I want all the points, goddammit.
A little buttering up doesn't hurt.
At all. Not even a little bit. And if it did, I'd still be doing it. Oh, my God. Oh, so Crazy week last week, just work-wise. Other than that, it was pretty quiet. I mean, I went to go see the movie on Tuesday, Black Bag.
I didn't think I heard of that one. Until you said it. I don't think I heard of it.
Yeah, you saw the trailer, I guarantee. You just don't remember. With
Lou's having an
Fassbender.
internet connection problem.
Oh, is it? It's showing up fine on my side.
Oh, okay. I got
Fassbender and Cate Blanchett.
Okay.
The spy one. Yeah. It was a quick watch, 90 minutes, got in, got out. But I smoked.
2 hours with trailers?
Basically, yes. And the commercials, not even the trailers anymore, the actual freaking basic commercial, which is ridiculous.
Maria Menounos.
Yeah, we're going to have a conversation how Maria Menounos has not aged in like 25 years. Like,
for real.
Literally,
magic.
I remember her acting in episode 1, man.
Yeah. And she looked exactly the same.
She's the original AI assistant.
No shit. She actually never existed. There was never
She's
actually
Cortana Beta.
There was never actually a Maria Menounos. It did. That's why they picked that name, because that name just had never existed in the history of the world
anywhere
ever.
Yeah. I would believe that, because when I walk in, I try to time it where I'm not there too early. When I walk in, it's like the last few minutes of her, and it's like, man, this is the same girl from 1999. This is something ain't right here.
Maria Menounos, we need you to come on the podcast and prove that you're real.
For real. She got a twin daughter, and they just swapped them out. And they're just keep going.
It's literally the substance.
Makes sense. Her in the movie field, they're like, hey, let's make a movie about Maria. So they did.
It can't be too obvious, so let's make it a white girl.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, freaking see now I can't get on board because they race swapped. See, not a hypocrite, both ways. We ain't having that.
I thought when you said you were going to go see when you saw the movie this week, Lou, I thought you were talking about Snow White.
Shit. Damn.
He's been too busy review bombing it on IMDb.
Yeah.
I knew that movie was going to bomb just because of Rachel. No other reason than Rachel. The movie could be fantastic, but Rachel is unlikable. But I didn't think it was going to go that bad. 43 million. It was projected to hit 86, and they got 43. Didn't even crack 90 worldwide. That is sad. Again, I knew it was going to have a little bit, a little bit. Not this. This was worse than basically every other live-action movie that's ever come out. Even Black Little Mermaid did better than this. And that's saying something. But man, people really hate Rachel. It's like, again, I'm hearing the movie actually is pretty okay.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to watch her.
She thought it was all right.
Nobody will support her. So it's like, all right, whatever. I'm not saying I won't watch it. I'm just not going to go to the theater to do it. I mean, as soon as it hits Disney Plus, I'll probably give it a shot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll watch the original first. I haven't seen that movie before. So I'll watch the original one eventually. And then I'll watch that one in I don't know, 6 weeks when it hits Disney Plus, because that's going to get pulled from the theater pretty quick. And the worst part is,
going to Disney Plus. I thought that for a while they said it was
day and date,
right?
I don't know. That's just brutal.
I think people are just getting tired of the live action remakes. Make something original.
I don't know about that.
I'm guessing. I would bet there was a percentage of that, because they haven't had a good live action.
Well,
remake.
I think that it's been slammed so hard that people are like, oh, that movie sucks.
Yeah.
So
without any kind of
hearing that it's actually decent, it could actually start turning a profit as people go see it and tell people it's really not that bad.
Oh, it ain't turning a profit, but it'll get some views. That movie has to make $800 million to turn a profit, and it's not going to make $800 million because half of it goes to the theater and all that. So they'll make $400. They've got $280 million minimum budget plus marketing.
I wonder.
Oof, they're screwed.
Do the studios make money off of the popcorn buckets?
Say that again?
Do the studios get percentage off of the popcorn buckets?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I would say more than the movie tickets, percentage base. I would say yes. And even some of the, what's it called? Merchandise. Like there was like that $100, $150 doll that came out.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean,
people hate the figure, but they love the dress of the doll. I was watching that. I'm like, oh, cool. And I agree that it looked pretty good. I'm like, oh, that's a good looking dress. Put it on the original Snow White, be better. But honestly, if you're her and you're going to come off so unlikable, what do you expect to happen? I mean, think about it. Disney stopped all their red carpet treatment in Europe. They stopped it at the Hollywood Bowl or whatever the hell they do it at the place that we were going to go to, I guess.
Right.
Capitan.
Yeah, there we go. They stopped all that because of her. So that tells you all you need to know right there. She is that unlikable. I mean,
same thing happened with Flash, though.
Yeah, exactly.
With Ezra.
But I mean, but there's a huge difference between grooming people and being unlikable. like just, not having popular opinions or whatever. Like,
well, sort of.
If there's a crime and there's a potential crime, I don't think she's done anything that you could categorize her potentially being arrested for. She might have said some stuff that rubbed people the wrong way, but being a jerk or being an asshole is a huge difference between being accused of
this is true.
Locking people in basements and shit. Let's just be clear about that. Same end result.
You know what though? What's sad about that though, Duke, is that I think his movie's gonna make more than hers.
Probably. I mean, maybe.
Only because Michael Keaton was in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody wants to see that see Michael Keaton as Batman.
But that goes back to my point, right? They did a terrible job of marketing the Snow White movie above and beyond all the headlines and everything, right? I don't think. I mean, I saw a couple trailers. I don't even think I ever saw a trailer the month before.
They did
going to the movies. Well, I mean, we were going to the movies every week, and I never saw the Snow White trailer.
I didn't think about that.
If you're
right.
To me, if you're the marketing department and you're trying to counter program against the negativity of whatever, right? Whether it's your star or your director or whatever. I'm showing you the movie saying, hey, never mind. Don't ignore all this. Just pay attention to look how great the movie is. Look how great the effects are, blah, blah, blah. But
and it's not something you have to go look on YouTube. You're already in the theater, so we're going to force it on you.
Right.
And then you're like, no, you know what? It doesn't look that bad.
Because again, if you go and type in Snow White in YouTube, you're going to get 100,000 negative reviews and people shitting on her and people shitting on the movie, whatever, before you actually get to the trailer, right? Or you'll get 100,000 of these, which we probably should have done before the podcast, is just steal trailers and just post them on YouTube, because that's something that happens a lot too. But yeah. So I think they did it as opposed to Flash, where Flash, they still were pushing Michael Keaton. Look at all the cool stuff. We have Supergirl, blah, 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 blah. So they did a good job of working around the negative perception of the movie with the marketing. At least I feel like they did. So.
I mean, they definitely had trailers out the last month beforehand, different trailers and everything trying to promote. They did the last one before the movie came out was trying to kind of a cross-reference original with the live action to promote it. And actually, it was kind of decent. Anytime they didn't show Rachel, it was a decent trailer.
But I know even for Wicked, it didn't matter what movie I saw. The 2 months before, you had a fucking Wicked trailer. Mm-hmm. I've gone to the movies 9 times in the last 3 months. I've never seen a Snow White trailer, regardless of what type of movie that I've seen.
I'm trying to think about that, and I think I'm with you. I don't remember seeing one either.
I mean, I've seen movies that aren't
weird.
I've seen movies that aren't coming out for another fucking year, which also drives me crazy. I'm really glad Thunderbolts is coming out, because I'm really fucking tired of Thunderbolts trailers. We've had Thunderbolts trailers for a year now. Ballerina, the next one, right? Exactly.
Another one that's been out for a year.
And guess what? That last trailer, great. I saw another trailer. I'm like, oh, good. You just gave away the whole fucking movie. Why would I want to go see this?
Because John Wick's in it. I wasn't going to see it until I saw that John Wick's in it.
But that's the thing. You just have to show John Wick walking off the train, cut to the title, and you're good. I don't need to see them interact and making out and make it don't show me all that. I don't want to know
his
that.
Back silhouette with the long hair and the suit and a gun in his hand.
Exactly. Done. And her facing him or something fire in the background, whatever. Cool. Do that. That's your fucking drop shot. You don't need to do anything else besides that. I don't care. It's not that I don't care about the story. I want to walk in being surprised. I don't want to walk in knowing everything that's going to happen. And again, going back to your point, Jack, when you're trapped in the theater,
you don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice of watching it or not, and that's the shitty part. Because I think when we saw, yeah, exactly. Like, let me just la 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 la. Like, when we saw Mickey 17, there were 2 or 3 trailers that I was like, okay, well, I know everything that's going to happen now. Like, why am I going to go see this on opening weekend? I don't need to. Like, I'll go see it on Cheap Tuesday. Like, I don't know. It's the movie industry is very confusing to me, and I'm really glad that I didn't get into it, because
it's funny you say that, because like one of my subscriptions is What Culture and What Culture Star Wars.
Sure.
They talk about movies and shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you say that, because I want to say in the last month and a half, they've done 2 top 10 videos, because they had to find more of where the trailers ruined the movie. And I was like, that is a good point. They keep fucking it up. It's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, when you can have a full top 10 and not encapsulate all 10 movies, like, it'd be one thing if it was like, here are 10 movies that have fucked up in the last 2 years.
No.
But no, it's like, here's the most egregious 10 movies. Like, And then
here's 10 more a week later that we couldn't fit in our first time.
Yeah, exactly. Here's all the honorable mentions.
That's a good point, man. That's just crazy.
Which is funny, considering how much we complained about Rogue One with all the shit that they filmed that didn't go into the movie.
The false advertising. Suicide Squad.
You're all hyped when she's going up the tower. This is when the TIE Fighter shows up. Wait, where the fuck's the TIE Fighter? What?
Where's the rising sun with the TIE Fighter silhouettes? That looked amazing.
Yeah,
it wasn't there.
No. Man. Well, we got a president involved now that he'll put his foot down, and they're all prosecuted 20 years for false advertising. I'm okay with that. I'll support that. I mean, I support death sentences for leaving poop, not picking up after your dog's poop, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Did you just call it poop? Did you leaving poop? Is that what you said? You said for leaving your dog's poop?
Leaving your dog's pooping. Pooping the lawn.
I'm just glad Jack heard Putin too, because that's just hilarious.
Well,
thanks,
Luke. Where are we going with
enough.
Putin? And then you said dog. I'm like, oh, I got you.
Yeah, pooping. Pooping, close to Putin. They're both shit, so it doesn't matter. I don't think anybody can argue that one.
Oh,
that reminds me. I don't say I got into it, but there was a discussion in our Magic thread, because AOC and Bernie were out here in Denver, and Greeley. Greeley's about an hour east from me. But so they had their rally for, stop the oligarchy and all this. I'm like, are you people so stupid that you haven't realized that the U.S. has been in an oligarchy for decades? And you only care now because it's not your person in charge of this oligarchy? It's like, you fucking hypocrites. It's the one thing I hate about politics.
They've brought it out.
That's the other side of that too. It was definitely the shadows, but it's been going on for decades. It's
we know that there's only 3 companies that run everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why weren't you people out there on the campaign trail and all this other stuff making fun of when the Dems were in office, or the first time when Trump was in office, or when Obama was in office? Just keep going backwards for about 40, 50 years, if not longer, and you'll see that the U.S. has been an oligarchy for a long time. Like, but we don't want the billionaires doing all this and all. It's like, okay. Again, how stupid are you? Did you look at the Forbes report? There were more billionaires backing Kamala Harris than there were Donald Trump. But it's the billionaires that are the problem. Like, they backed the Democrats more than the Republicans this last election. But again, more stupidity. Just like, do your fucking research and then go out on the campaign trail or whatever. It's just again, it's the hypocrisy. I don't care if you want to go against the oligarchy. If that's your platform, go for it. Just don't pick now because it's not your person. Pick it. Go.
If
start
not
it
now, then when?
I mean, if this is the starting point, and as long as you keep doing it, I support you. If it's because it's a rep in the office, great, fine. But if next time it's a Dem, because we're not done, we all know it's going to be an oligarchy still. Then go out. Well, Bernie won't be able to. He'll probably be dead by then. That old fucker.
I'm surprised he's not.
Not for real. But AOC, keep this energy.
He's actually Maria Menounos. Sorry, Lou. Didn't mean to cut you off there. But...
No, that was a good one. That was a good one. I'm glad you did.
Bernie's actually Benjamin Button. He's actually been the same age for like 100 years.
Oh my God. No, I tell you, it's funny. In this same thread that I was having a discussion with these idiots about this, it was like Bernie got screwed over back in 2016, and I was like, dude, we finally agree on something. If Bernie didn't get screwed over by the Democrats, I would have actually voted against Trump instead of against Hillary. It's like this time around, it's like, okay, I guess I'm going against Kamala.
Douchebag or a shit taco.
Yeah, he's right. I haven't had a candidate I could vote for in a long time. I'm always against the other one. It's sad. It's like all 340 million people in the U.S., and these are the two best idiots you can give us.
Isn't it time for Gen X to start taking over yet?
They don't care.
No,
That's
almost.
the problem.
That is our problem, isn't it? We don't care.
No, yeah,
there is that. We'll make fun of all of it, but at the end of the day, we're like, we'll just roll with whatever happens.
It's true.
Well, because it's the younger. Like every time I get into it with the left, it's usually a younger left person who doesn't understand what's really happening. It's like, okay, so when this happened over here, you were fine with it, and the guy in the thread actually said this. I'm only mad about the oligarchy because it's not my person in control. I was like, wow, that's...
At least he's honest about it.
That's what I said. I said, you know what? I can appreciate that that's how you feel, and you were honest with it.
Yep.
I ain't mad at it. I was like, I ain't mad at that. I mean, cool. Same guy was all like, I'm not for free speech. I was like, okay, that's a little extreme, but okay. Look, that's fine. You have your position. I have no problem with that.
And there's plenty of places in the world that you can move that don't have free speech that would be happy to take
absolutely.
you in.
It's like, go follow Rosie over to Ireland.
Right.
But it's just interesting. But yeah, the Gen Xers like us, we care, but we don't care. Like I pay attention and I follow the stupidity of people left or right. I don't care which side. But at the end of the day, it really don't affect me down the line. There's not really a direct issue with me. So it's like, okay, if that's what you want to do, you want to go and protest this, you want to go and do that, have fun, just don't hurt anybody and don't stop what I'm doing. Like, I can't wait till they pass a law that says if you're blocking freeways, you can get ran over. That's the one I want. It's like, do not interfere with anybody else. Mm-hmm. You want to be on the sidewalk, all this peaceful display, dude, do all that. Have fun, have more. I think it's stupid out here for some of it because we're a blue state. So I think it's a waste. Like the whole AOC Bernie thing that was out here this weekend or Friday. I think it was Friday. It was like okay, let me get this straight. You got this echo chamber and you're preaching to a state that's already blue. Go take this shit to Mississippi and then we can talk.
Their crowds look better when they're on the internet.
I think they have gone to some of those places as well.
Yeah, I think they're touring. So
yeah, they're going all over.
I hope so.
So I think they started on the West Coast. They started in California, and they're working their way east. But
that's the thing. But are they hitting any red states on the way? I haven't heard. Everything I've heard has all been blue states. I'm like, you're just preaching to the choir at that point. I don't get it.
They didn't come here.
Aww.
I got to shoot my shot with AOC. Come on.
I liked it. Punisher, hell yes.
That was a great scene.
Right? And he broke that shit down too. Yeah. They're warming up, and obviously at the end of this episode, they're both becoming who they really are. Kingpin is back. He's eating his fucking sausage and pasta while committing some shady shit and locking up Adam. And Daredevil is up there. He's like, nah, fuck this. I'm going to get my baton out and start, loosening up the muscles. So they're becoming who they are. It makes me sad. It's only, an 8-episode season? And what was this, episode 3, 4?
We're on 4.
So we're halfway through. So hopefully some shit goes down. Homeboy is crying blood. Maybe that'll kick some ass. But no, I like it. I like Law & Order, though, so...
Me too.
First question would be, how does this compare to the Netflix show?
Same.
Okay, so they had
not to me.
No,
but they're getting there. I think they're.
I think it's written better.
I think what it is for me. I agree with you. I think on that. I think it is written better. At least the The dialogue, I guess,
Yes.
for better. The dialogue is written better.
Yes.
But for me, I think I didn't realize this until like the third episode, actually. I have to pull away from the Netflix series to enjoy this more anyway, because for me, they're starting over. You're having to relearn the characters, even though they have their history. You had that first episode that pulled them away from who they were, both of them, Kingpin and Daredevil. So we have to get back to that, and they're building up to that. So this slow burn, this whole season 1 that's building up to it again. But that's the thing. It's again. I've already, for those who don't know this story or didn't go back to watch it, only watch the recaps. I think this is great for them. For the rest of it, it's like, I kind of know all this. I understand what you're doing, but damn it, get there already. So, and they've already greenlit 3 seasons. So I think season 2 will be much better than this season because they are doing this build up. But I'm still enjoying it. But I wouldn't compare it.
As long as they bring Jessica
one.
Jones back. I don't give a fuck.
That's the talk. That is the talk. And that's funny you say that, because part of the problem that I'm having with this is there's where's the B story? Where's the C story? Where's the D story?
That's
the parallel
true.
between
Netflix,
Kingpin and Daredevil. Yes, it had multiple between Ben's story going on, obviously Foggy and Karen and their story going on. Then you have the other characters with the Punisher, and eventually they bring in the Bullseye. All these other things that are happening, and
That's true.
The Triad, or whatever that group was called, I can't remember what it was. So there's no B, C, D story in this. It's just the parallels of Daredevil and Kingpin, and it's like, okay, we got nothing.
But it's not bad because now it's not overcrowded.
I think it's more subtle B stories. Like, I think the therapy with Fisk and his wife, that's a B story. I would definitely consider that a B story.
Not to me, because who's that about?
The BB, it's about Fisk. It's about Fisk and
that's
his
my
wife.
point. I'm talking to you have 2 stories.
So you want
Daredevil,
so you're talking about completely different people outside. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's a more subtle B story where you have Fisk doing his thing as mayor while still, and that's his A story. So I would consider like the therapy and stuff like that with his wife, the interactions that he's having outside of being the mayor or being the Kingpin, as being B stories. So all the stuff with BB, all the stuff with his wife, in my head, when I'm breaking it down, because they're treated like separate things. Like, his wife isn't hanging out in the house when he's doing, his wife isn't tagging along when they're out, doing all of his stuff as mayor. She's been isolated almost to just being in the therapy sessions. So in my head, I'm like, it's more subtle than just being a blatant, like, oh, now we're going to follow Matt Murdock's, the other lawyer that he works with. We're going to follow her for 10 minutes or whatever. She almost seems like an auxiliary character at this point to me. Like, she's basically just keeping him working as a lawyer. Like,
again, that's the problem. Even with Vanessa and that story, all it's doing is progressing Fisk. So it's still his story. Like, if they were going to do Vanessa and showed her what she's doing on the side with the 5 families, whatever they're called, that's a B story to me. Then they all eventually culminate like they did in the Netflix series. That's not what's happening here. Like, you could talk about Gandolfini's kid, whatever. You can have him. It's like, again, still Fisk's story, because when all was said and done, he is learning what he learned in therapy and applied it to the fuck up that the kid did with the BB report. And again, even they're using these characters immediately to affect Daredevil and Kingpin. And it's like, where is this? Like, a B story to me would be BB off doing her own thing, the way in the comics and everything that her uncle knew who Daredevil was. If BB somehow had a story, and again, they may get to that in season 2, where that comes around, and then it finally, all these spikes come together in the middle. It's like, oh shit, the will is formed, or spokes rather. Okay, great, that's fantastic, but that's not what's happening. Everything is just those 2 characters.
But maybe
it is less over world building, which Marvel's gotten away from, honestly.
Yeah.
Since Endgame, they are not doing as much. Let's plant this character so they can get their own spinoff. Even in their movies, they're not doing that as much. So
the second question I had was, would you think worse? What would your opinion be of the story if they didn't have the opening? I think we kind of talked about this a tiny bit, but if they didn't have the opening 10 minutes like was originally, we're 3 years ago, we're watching Daredevil and we're 4 episodes in and he's never been Daredevil. Would that bother you guys, or would that, like, did that opening scene kind of sate your Daredevil need, if that makes sense? Because I've read a few things online
I got
back
you
and forth on that.
get it.
So
he wasn't Daredevil at the beginning of the Netflix series either, though.
Okay.
Not as we know him.
Right. And even then, because we know where it's going, I'm not worried about it. Like we didn't get it. I don't think he got his suit until the last episode in the first season.
Yeah, I think so.
And even though he still had the black and the bandana and all, I get all that. But having seen him in the first episode and understanding the line that they're taking with him and that he's going to get there, okay, great. I'm fine with that. So to answer your question, yes, I'm fine with them 4 episodes in and not really being the guy that we know. Right. Yeah, the guy that we know. Yeah. So especially since we can see where it's going, where he's likely going to be there. And I don't know how big of a role Muse is going to play in this, but maybe that's the person he ends up fighting at the end. But we'll see.
I think he's going to be like the season 2 guy. Like I don't think they're introducing him so subtly that I think by this point, if he was going to be the big bad at the end of the season, that might be like a cliffhanger, but I think they would have put him more forward.
Yeah, I can see that.
If you're only talking 8
showing his art and stuff,
well, and we finally got the last scene at the end where he's, now we're knowing where his paint is coming from and stuff. But I feel like they're slow. That's such a slow burn that they would really have to escalate things because again, nobody's even talked about him. Like he is, you want to talk about B story? He's a B story because he is outside of like the art being behind in the background of the scenes the characters are in. He is completely separate from everything else that's going on with Matt. They have not talked about him. He has not been I don't even think he's been in the news at all, like them watching the news, and there hasn't been anything at the bottom of the cryon at the bottom, type of thing. Like, so,
that's a good point.
I feel like
I could see you, what'd you say, season 2 bad guy? Or 3? I can't remember what you said.
2.
Yeah, I could see him as a season 2 bad guy. Like,
I think you're right. I think they're going to use this season, which is what they're doing, is to let Matt go through the stages of grief and everything, and let him come back to what he is / was with Daredevil. So there really isn't a main bad guy, I guess, when all said and done. And then, like you said, have a cliffhanger at the end of the season, and then season 2 will be Muse.
I would say that
season 1 bad guy. If you want to really, I don't think this is a stretch, but the season 1 bad guy is the police.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be Fisk / the police, right?
But I don't think there's nothing direct going on with Fisk. There actually is direct going on with
I'm saying Fisk / the police because Fisk is going to give the police the power to be more violent towards the vigilantes, or at least remove the restraints that they have now and make it more. That's what I'm saying, Fisk / the police, because Fisk being in power, he's going to enable them to be more. I'm going to say militaristic. That's not, but more.
Yeah.
Have more freedom when it comes to punishing vigilantes. So.
And then Punisher will kill them all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all right with that. Although, it looks like he retired too. Shit.
He seems like he was doing something. He had all that shit in the back there. He did let his beard go, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like he's doing investigative work, sure. But actually active?
No, I don't think he's going to kill him.
He's constantly cleaning his guns.
Yeah.
18 hours a day. Well, and you weren't
even got enough. It would take him 18 hours.
You weren't even. I liked the fact that they didn't present him as living in like an apartment complex, like usually happens with him, where he goes to an apartment complex and the people that live in that by him going to like this warehouse garage in the middle of nowhere and like a manager's office 5 layers down, like. I like that. Because again, the Punisher's one of his tropes is that he moves into an apartment building, finds people who are unable to, defend themselves or whatever, and then he becomes their protector. So the fact that they've I think that's really smart that they haven't that they didn't do that with the scene with him and Matt was.
Or any Jason Statham movie.
Yeah. He's not the working man or the beekeeper yet.
No.
He's not even Hobbs. Or Shaw, because Hobbs was The Rock. Great. Now the final boss is going to come after me. That was a joke for Jack. One of these days, Lou, you're going to be sick, and Jack and I are just going to spend an hour and a half talking about wrestling, and it's going to be fucking amazing.
Is some wrestler's name the final boss?
The Rock.
Yeah, that's what The Rock is calling himself now.
The final boss, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he owns part of WWE now.
Yeah, he's on the board of directors.
So now he's the boss. The final
boss.
I tell you what I didn't get was Jack's meme with OJ.
Hurrah!
And Britney Spears. Do
you know the song?
No.
My loneliness is killing me. So Britney Spears, My Loneliness. OJ was My Loneliness.
Oh, God. Yeah, but OJ was innocent. Everybody knows he didn't do it.
He was found innocent in the court of law. You're right.
Well,
exactly.
but then in civil,
that's the joke.
But then in civil court, he was.
I get it now.
He was convicted. So really, we're 50-50 on OJ.
Not 50-50. Civil court is not criminal court. Not the same thing. All civil court is pay me. That's all civil court is.
All they have to do is prove that he had negligence in causing it.
And that's still questionable. That's still questionable, man.
He didn't protect her enough,
shocked.
so
I
he
am
is guilty.
shocked that the black person thinks OJ is innocent because he is and was found innocent, and the white people thought, man, Reginald Denny when we need him.
Wait,
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Movie. Oh wait, you said that movie wasn't about that.
You know what? If OJ is found innocent, and then he goes back to being OJ afterwards, cool. But OJ turned into it was almost like that was the mask slipped off after that. And then he just turned into a giant piece of shit for the rest of his life. That's the thing.
No, he didn't. Somebody tried to steal his stuff. Man, all he did was go back and try to get it back. When somebody stole your stuff, don't you want it back?
I'm not... Okay, Lou and Jack, make sure you have guns so when we go to this guy's place, we can have a conversation.
I carry most of the time most of the time anyway, so we're good. I got you.
We're not talking about your dick, Lou. God damn it. Why does it always have to come back to your penis? Every single time.
That's a cannon. That ain't a gun. That's a cannon. Get it right.
Black Glock, not your black cock.
File the serial number off that.
For the record, I did get the Glock 34, not the 17. The 34 is a long barrel.
Lou, we need your cannon. Hang on. Sorry. Lou's sitting here loading a fucking bowling ball into his pants with the poker
he's
thing.
He's like Jack Nicholson Joker at the end of the Batman.
Oh yeah.
Big long
He's
ass
shooting out the plane.
No, he pulled off. When he pulled out that giant gun.
Yeah, the giant barrel revolver to shoot the plane down or whatever. Was it the plane? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's the Batwing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Batwing,
yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, point is, OJ was found not guilty. That's what we know.
He was. I agree. Legally, he did not do anything.
And that's all that matters, is legally.
For that one. He was found guilty of robbing those dudes.
The other thing, yeah, it's what is it? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Yeah, so there.
So I finally got around to finishing the end of Harley Quinn.
Oh, wait, what?
I drug
Did
my
the season
feet
already
on the last
I
drug my feet on the last, 4 or 5 episodes. So I powered through those. I think that's it, dude. I don't think they're going to have another season.
You think so?
I think they wrapped everything up, dude. What else is left for them to talk about? I mean, everybody went on their way, I don't know. The fact that the last 2 episodes, they basically had everybody who had ever been in the show that was still alive as part of the show. What the fuck was Joker doing there? Joker was there conveniently, and then all of a sudden he was there for 3 episodes, right? Everybody that was ever in the show that was still alive was in those episodes, and I think that was them. We're just
wrapping it
the
up.
only thing we didn't see, the only person we didn't see was Kite Man.
He has his own show.
Right? That's because
I think basically everybody else who's had a substantial role in the television show was in those 3 episodes to one degree or another.
That's true.
So
Kite Man reminds me of Rex in Invincible.
Kite Man,
a little bit of a Kite Man, did that whole little bit of a frat boy Tool.
Yeah,
that's a kind of only because Invincible is in my head lately. Because I'm still only on episode 5 of Harley
of season 1.
Yep. And that's just a timing issue because we're watching it together and we only have like 2 nights to watch and we're watching Landman. So, or we go to a movie, so it's like, okay, you don't have a lot of opportunity to watch.
You can have less sex, Lou.
Yeah, Lou.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Lou, put the cannon away. Strap the cannon down every once in a while, okay?
I'm pretend I didn't hear that shit. You could have less.
Put the cannon.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure that exists in the world.
What happens if you put a ring on it?
Yeah.
Mm. Huh. Mm. My throat got dry all of a sudden.
Jack, he already knows that.
Been there, done that.
Got the t-shirt.
Real. I ain't trying to get less. I'm trying to bring a friend. Wait, shit. I'm good.
Only if she wants to watch Harley Quinn afterwards too.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you do it doggy style, you can both watch Harley Quinn. That's the thing.
Not the way my living room is set up. I don't have a TV in my bedroom.
Well, you got to fucking rearrange the living room then.
TV in the bedroom. Just all you do is watch TV in the bedroom. I ain't trying to watch TV in the bedroom.
All right, Jack. For Christmas, we're both buying Lou a TV for his bedroom.
I'll put that bitch in the bathroom.
It can't be better than his living room TV. It has to be just slightly less than that.
But we'll make sure the film is still on it for you, buddy.
That's how it's last long. Keep that film on it. You wait a few years, rip that bad boy off, brand new TV. Boom.
That's my ad workout.
But I also felt, I also felt like with season 4, and Lou, there's no spoilers, but I also felt like
you're good.
I also felt like
I'm gonna forget it by the time I get to it anyway.
Yeah, season 4 was, I don't want to say slow, but I felt like we were kind of going over the same thing again. Like I feel like I'd seen it before.
Much happened last season. Yeah.
So, I was kind of like, oh, okay, she does a bunch of dumb shit and it all blows up in her face and everybody's mad at her, but they're not really mad at her. And then she apologizes a bunch and then does a couple kind of smart things and then everybody kind of forgets
season 1.
Right. So, yeah. So, like, she doesn't really learn anything. There's no growth. It's weird. But, I guess because they have to kind of, they don't have to because it's not tied to really any other show. It's not like it's...
It's literally 100% its own thing.
So the fact...
Different universe than the DC universe that's coming out? Oh,
yeah. Okay. But, yeah. So, I think that's part of why I kind of was like, okay, I was watching other stuff. Because I'm like, oh, okay, like, I've seen this before. Like,
right.
It kind of not gets irritating, but you just kind of like, okay, like, yep, you're sorry, you fucked up. Okay, I get it. Like, Ivy's going to forgive you.
About that show is they wouldn't show Batman going down on Catwoman.
Wait, what?
They were supposed to have a scene. I think it was season 2. Batman was supposed to be going down on Catwoman, and DC was like, "Nah, Batman doesn't go down."
That was what the note said, right? I think the director said that.
That's why Batman is single. More reasons that I'm not caught up on Harley Quinn.
Lou was like, wait, Batman goes down on Catwoman. Cancel, leave chat.
Right. I'm like, I'm about to go. I'm typing in, what episode does Pickhat?
MrSkin.com. So we're all caught up. Everyone's watched Landman then?
Yeah, completely done.
Okay.
Waiting for season 2.
You know my thoughts because I was preaching from the mountaintops months ago, but what feedback?
Loved it. I thought that the dialogue was fantastic. The mom and daughter were way over the top. At the same time, I could see that shit being like real, like somebody.
Bitches like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, damn. But I figured, oh man, as soon as they brought in that side story with the other land, the wolf map plan or whatever, that they're going after now, and that also his son is going after now.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody wins in that scenario. As soon as that happened, I was like, that's season 2. I think it was episode 4, and I was all like, well, at least we know what season 2 is going to be about. And then the series played off, and we got to the obviously the end. I was like, yeah, called that one. Overall, though, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed how it's all played out. I enjoyed how they're educating people on the oil industry. Somewhat, obviously, it's hyperbole, but still, a lot of that is true of what's happening. And and whatnot. Just look it up yourself, because I did. I was like, is that true? You go look up some stuff. It's like, oh wow, they are backing clean energy so they could sell it and make more money in the future. It's like, man, these are some shady ass people. But
great companies running the world, bro.
Mm-hmm. But overall, everything. Not surprised how the ending was with Tommy and all that. I was like, okay, figured he'd get saved. The question is it going to be the military or is it going to be his boss? The moment dude said in Spanish, on this side of the river, I'm the boss, I was like, uh-oh, that's not good for him. Mm-mm. And that's when it flipped. That's when I changed my mind from the military. I was like, well, your boss about to come in and say hi. And did he ever?
Yeah, he did.
And of course it was Andy Garcia. So, you know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as far as if you're going to get like a pimp, like Mexican drug
if you
lord,
want a scary Mexican dude,
yeah,
that's not Danny Trejo, you got to go Andy Garcia.
Well, I don't know, but I also never pictured Danny Trejo as being like the leader, right? He's the guy. He's
the muscle.
He's the guy that stands next to the guy who's the leader.
Yep. Yeah. Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
So Andy Garcia.
You want scary Mexicans to be him.
To me, that's a huge. Get, because if they have,
I like that Andy Garcia can play a Mexican cartel and a freaking mafia mob leader. So good job, Andy Garcia,
and a casino owner.
He's just brown enough.
Yeah, Ocean 11.
Right, he's got them all covered.
He's just brown enough.
That's funny, but
he's Andy Garcia, isn't he like Cuban or something? I don't think he's Mexican.
Yeah, I want to say Cuban.
I thought so too. Yeah, I thought he was Cuban as well. But I will tell you, after probably the first episode, dude, I was telling people to watch it, like coworkers, my niece. I was like, just the first 10 minutes of dialogue, and then you get into it with the daughter.
With Billy Bob.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
yep.
I was in.
Me too. Soon as that first 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, I'm in. And then again, watching the dialogue with the family, the way that all the dialogue played out, it's like, I could see how that could be. Again, I don't know if that's true and what all the industry is and whatever, but I could see him having conversations like that. Even with the Bulldog lawyer girl, Cammy, I think, or something. I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
But all of them, they all have their freaking roles. And even if she wants to be a bleeding heart liberal with the whole, I'm not for this, I'm like, just look, this is how it's going to be. That's all there is to it. Do your job, blah, blah, blah. You can still.
But now she's in. Now she's part of the business. So, I mean, and again, what we already established this during Daredevil. Lawyer's going to lawyer, man. Like, even if it goes against your morals or your whatever, like,
I'm gonna
at the end of the day, that you're supposed to get that contract done. You're supposed to get that deal closed, whatever. Like,
Yep.
So, yeah. Hopefully, we don't have to wait too long for season 2, but
yeah, hopefully.
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Again, with that one, we have multiple side stories. Again, written for television. We have side stories. You have the mother and daughter doing their thing, and then the mom and daughter doing their thing with the old folks home. And you've got the daughter and boyfriend. Then you've got the freaking, again, the chick lawyer. And you've got the boss doing his thing. Get the son and the widow doing their. It's like, okay.
So Lou likes his TV ADHD.
Yeah.
For sure.
Everything else in Lou's life, it has to be fucking
order.
2s and 4s. But if you better make my TV chaos. If my TV isn't chaos, if I don't have to spend 45 minutes talking about the show afterwards because of all the shit that happened, I don't want to watch it.
No, it's like, what do you think of this show? It's too straightforward. I didn't like it.
They went from A to B.
By the way, every time they were in the kitchen, it was 11:47, and that shit drove me crazy.
Right? It's like, can they not change the clock? It's like, come on.
Morning, noon, and night.
I mean, it's gonna be read twice a day. I get it, but damn.
I think we still should have hung out more with the neighbor's daughter, but that's me. I don't think we got enough time with her. Hopefully, season 2, that relationship develops further.
Quarterback's gonna develop that relationship with the daughter and the neighbor. Oh my god! Oh, that was wild. And dude, the whole strip club scene, I was dying. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Even the boy out there, I'm all like, wait a minute, this ain't legal. He's 17. Oh my god. But and then when he pulled off his pants, and it really was the freaking jock that he had on, I was like, oh my god, I thought they were gonna kid with that. And sure enough, he actually had that thing out there. That was pretty fun.
The only thing that makes my heart hurt with that is that the lady who's in the senior home is Mama Saracen from Friday Night Lights. So it hurts my heart a little bit because
she's dirty.
Was that?
Wait, the black lady?
No,
the employee?
No. The old lady that wanted the quarterback.
The dick in her face?
Yeah, the one who wanted dick in her face. That's Mama Saracen. So it hurts my heart to see her because she was such a good person in Friday Night Lights. And that's what I know her from. So seeing her now being like, I want dick in my face. And I'm like, no, Mama Saracen, no.
It's like, what is that? What was it that Leave It, the airplane? But it was the Beeves' mom who's speaking jive. Oh man.
Good old Barbara Billingsley.
Woo! But yeah, definitely a great show. And like I said, everybody that I've spoken to, I've recommended it to all. Good call there.
Show.
Are you both watching Invincible?
Yeah, I'm all done.
I need to get caught up. Why is it when Lou says I'm not caught up on a show, you just nod your head affirmatively, and I say I'm behind, and I get the fucking negative nod? What the fuck,
dude? Because you didn't watch Daredevil on Netflix at all.
That is true. That's a whole different animal. Sin.
So
that shit like 8 years ago when you didn't watch it.
I'm feeling judged right now. Is all I'm saying.
Yes.
All right.
I knew Lou wasn't watching Invincible when I was watching it on Graves in my car, and he would be up and he was like, "No, I'm not watching it." I'm like, "Okay, fine."
But then I got into it, and it was really good. Like even now, it's like, again, timing. I won't get back to it until probably Wednesday. But I only have a few episodes to go. So by, hopefully Wednesday, Thursday, I'll have it done. So that's cool. I almost certain I don't have any meetings this week. So that helps. Matter of fact, I think I have meetings next week.
Did you watch the Adam Eve miniseries?
Yeah, I watched that after the first season.
Okay.
I watched the first season, then I watched that. Then I watched the first half of the second season. And then when the second half came out last year, I was like, I'll get to it when I get to it. I was like, first of all, I don't want to wait every week. So then once it was over, it's like, okay, I can watch this. And then I ended up watching everything else but that.
I did watch a short, it was a limited series. It was on Apple Plus. It was called Hijack. It had Idris Elba.
Ooh, I heard that was good.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good things.
It was nice. It was 7 episodes. It was tight, like boom, like things. I mean, it's supposed to be in real time. So it's like it's supposed to be like a 7.5 hour flight or 7 hour flight. So it was 7 episodes. It moved really quick.
That's cool. I like those.
So just as I went into my recommended for you, or have you started watching this in my Plex? And that was one of those. And I was like, 7 episodes. I can bang that out in one day. So that was what I did yesterday, was I just binge watched the shit out of it. There was a couple times where I was like, maybe I should watch something else. I was like, yeah, let's go back to this.
Definitely
started. Let's go.
Definitely been there. Okay, I'm gonna add that to that, and Ted Lasso. I need to add to my list.
Before season 4 comes out.
I guess I don't know. I've never seen season 1, so I'm no hurry. But everybody's telling me to watch it, so it's there. It's like the whole Japan list. Am I gonna watch freaking Ted Lasso? Am I gonna watch Penguin? Am I going to continue watching Yellow Jackets, or am I going to have it done by the time I get to the point? I don't know. But there's so many choices. It's like, okay, let me just put a bunch of shit on there.
Yeah, you'll have a lot of time on the plane. So
yeah, there and back. So
yeah. I was like, motherfucking 9 hours? Oh my God.
Oh, 9.
Well,
that was more.
Mine's broken up into 6 and then 9. So mine's,
that's right.
Mine's like 5.5
Hawaii
hours.
first.
Yeah. It's like 5 hours and 45 minutes from here to Honolulu. And then it's like 9 hours from Honolulu.
See, now you got me reaching, because all my printouts are on top of my printer, and I was like, "What is our layover?" Oh, we only have a 2-hour layover from San Francisco before we leave. So I guess with boarding time, about an hour and 15. It's actually pretty quick.
It's not enough time to go to the bathroom and
basically
refill your water.
Yeah.
Well, and usually you'll have meals. I mean, like if the flight's like. Oh yeah, because you guys only have like a 2-hour flight from Vegas to San Francisco.
Hour 43. Yeah.
But then your second flight's like 10 hours, right?
Second flight. Oh, let's see what this says. Let's see. 11:30 a.m. to 2:45 p.m. the next day. That would be 24, 25, 26, 27 hours minus the 15-hour time difference, so 12 hours.
Oof. God damn.
I'm just glad our flight home's only negative 30 minutes.
I know.
We leave at 6:30.
Awesome.
We land at 6. It's amazing.
Yeah, leave at 6:25 on Saturday. Land at 6:06 on Saturday. That's great.
Yeah, same here. When I come back on Tuesday. I think I take off at 8 and I land at 8:30 on Tuesday. That is, dude. That is no wonder cool. Your head is so fucked, dude. Because you're like, wait a second.
It's
almost
Tuesday
like you have to like just turn the clock off your phone or whatever, and you just can't even like pay attention to the time and just like. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what's going on. Just, Well, and the thing is, like, when you're flying over the ocean, it's like I'm flying from here to Vegas, for example. Occasionally you get the pilot that'll be like, oh, look on the left side, it's this, and here's the Grand Canyon, and here's like when you're flying over the ocean, it's like, oh, here's water. There's water. On your left side, there's water.
Ship. Wave to them.
This will be the first time we'll actually have to pay attention when they say, in the event of a water landing.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, this will actually matter. When they tell me that shit when I'm going Denver to Vegas, I'm like, okay, whatever. It's like, sir, lakes. Are you paying attention? No, I'm not paying attention. You're talking about water over Vegas to Denver, Denver to Vegas. No, I'm not paying attention. Thank you, ma'am. I'll pay attention when you talk about that thing dropping from the ceiling. I would put my mask on first. I'll pay attention then.
Fuck them kids.
Right. All them resources they're taking up, getting free seats at the cons. We don't want that. Pay for a seat, damn it.
But speaking of that, are we putting ourselves in?
I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, that's Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday at 4:00 your time.
So we could do this offline. But my tickets is weird. I think we need to have a conversation about the tickets because and I'll share my screen and all that kind of stuff. But like,
okay, we'll do it when we get offline.
The ticket stuff is weird. I don't like it at all. Like, so thanks, Reed, for still fisting the pooch on all of it.
That's funny you say that because like when there are people on the Facebook group talking about the problems, they're like, Reed is the problem.
Yeah,
get rid of Reed.
Well, they done fucked up tickets to begin with. They fucked up the celebration, the art show.
Ooh,
the hotels have been.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to the hotels.
But
the
hotels, my understanding was the hotels were kind of a mess.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know.
And you fucked up the queuing for you put all your fucking store slots out before you put the panels out, which is stupid.
That part was stupid.
That was stupid.
Sure. That was
dumb.
Like. You couldn't even have put those out a week before because it was literally like we did the queuing.
It was the next day. Yeah. Dude, it was the next day.
Yeah, like that's so dumb.
All they had to do was flip those two.
Yeah.
All they had to do was flip those two. That's it.
Yeah, that was dumb as hell. Whatever.
But I hear people I don't know how true this is. People are like, well, if you the way I gave you guys your tickets, I don't know what it's called, transfer. I transferred your tickets. I'm hearing stuff like just because you transferred them, that just means they can use their own emails to try for Lightning Lane type stuff, but the main person still has to pick up all the tickets. I'm like, that can't be right.
Yeah,
I was like, that can't be right.
My account now.
Okay. We'll talk about it afterwards, but that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, so little stuff like that.
Well, and the fact that I can't transfer those tickets to anybody else. It's a transfer once, it looks like.
Oh, I didn't know about
that.
That's
interesting. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, like I said, we'll talk about it afterwards, and then we can complain about it next week. But yeah, so far it seems. I mean,
good.
Not to say this is any worse than Comic-Con, but it's definitely not better.
Shit, dude! I just realized your ass is gone 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Tuesday.
Yeah.
2
We're
weeks.
gonna have to have a Dukeless podcast.
I might be around.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, it'll just be. Let's see. It'll just be like noon the next day his time.
Yeah. It'll be Monday when we do it. Where will I be?
Konnichiwa.
Exactly.
Konnichiwa. Let's see. So, what day would that be on?
Shit, I don't know. She'll be on the future, bro. So it'll be
Tuesday.
Monday.
That would be the 8th.
I'm looking at the calendar right now.
Tuesday is the 8th. Monday is the 7th.
7th?
So
Where am I at on the 7th?
So it'll be the 14th. It'll be the week after. It'll be the 14th, right? Because you're still here.
14th. I might be in Nara or Kyoto. So yeah, but I'll be at Nara feeding deer. Potentially.
And it'll still be the 13th here. It'll be amazing.
Yeah. I'll be walking around. I'll get the app set up on my phone, and then I can drop in remotely. I'll be Al Franken from the SNL with when he had the giant satellite dish on his head.
You can get
Come
one
on,
of those
Lou.
Raiden hats.
All right, Lou. I'll share a picture afterwards. But
okay.
he used to do remotes, and he had like a backpack with like a giant satellite dish, and it kept like going in and out while he was like, because it was so heavy, he would be rocking back and forth, and yeah, funny stuff.
Sounds funny.
But
who was the actor?
Al Franken. It was from his
from
the
Reporter,
SNL
bro.
days.
Oh, I thought I don't know who Al Franken is. I thought that was the character's name.
No, former
I'll
Senator
definitely
Al
picture.
Franken.
A former senator was doing SNL.
Yeah,
that's cool.
He was a senator from
like
Minnesota.
a regular cast member.
Yeah, back in the day. He
Okay,
was
that's
a writer.
that's pretty badass.
He was a
I like
writer
that.
for a long time for them.
Oh, bro, that's the thing I was learning. Watching all these SNL videos, the 50th anniversary, and watching documentaries. I didn't realize a lot of these dudes that are famous now, whatever, they were writers on SNL, not actually actors. I was like, oh, crap. That's kind of cool. But that 4-part or 3-part documentary thing,
Yeah.
that was pretty
Conan O'Brien. Before he was on I think it was before he was on The Simpsons. I think he was an SNL writer. Because then he wrote for The Simpsons for a while,
crazy.
too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that either. Damn.
Start keeping my own jokes. Fuck those guys.
Exactly. They're making all their money off of me. I can make it myself.
Yep. Let me take some acting and speaking classes.
Fuck. Now I'm hosting the motherfucking Oscars.
Yeah.
Win. Sure. I saw those ratings. Like, that's not a win. But that's
He was good, though. Like, I saw his stuff. And
I
his
heard he
stuff
was, though. I heard the Oscars weren't all that great because people just don't care anymore, but he was pretty good. My favorite was it the Globes with Ricky Gervais? That was fantastic. So beautiful. Making fun of all those idiots. It's like, no, don't clap for that. Y'all are a bunch of idiots. And it's like, yes, finally, somebody said it. Nobody cares about you singing, freaking Beatles songs. Al Gadot.
They might. Somebody does. Somebody thought it was a good idea. They wouldn't have done it.
Man, somebody got fired too.
Somebody lost their damn jobs.
They did. Somebody lost their job doing that shit. Hey, not every idea is going to be a win. So
it's true. Not everything can be vaguely inconsistent.
Exactly.
It cannot.
Yeah, boys, we had like 22 downloads in the day one last week.
Did we really?
Boy.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Blew the doors off of all the other episodes. Not sure what happened. We got picked up by some algorithm or something. And
did we show titties and I missed them? Because that'll do it. There you go.
There we go.
Man, not a whole lot. I'm trying to think of what else this last week. Like even pop culture. I think I said saw Black Bag. Thought it was great. Well done. Fast paced enough that you're not wasting time. I was like, okay, cool. I can appreciate this. It was. I think that I can't remember what the other choice was. We were going to watch that and I can't remember what the or was. But the or was like, I want to watch it, but I'm not too crazy to watch it. Whatever it was, it ain't that great.
We saw Mickey 17.
You saw Mickey. Yeah, that was the other one. It was Mickey 17. I was like, I want to watch it, but I'm like not crazy to watch.
So since Duke said it was a slow burn, I'm like, let me watch it not on Tightwad Tuesday because then I'm not at work all day, right? So we went Monday. I liked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had no problem with it. It was just the beginning
really
of it
good,
for me was getting everything
slow,
getting ramped up was a.
It's just
okay.
Just world building. Like, why does he die all the time?
Okay.
Yeah.
How did he get into this position?
Well, Nothing Worth a Damn came out this weekend, so maybe I'll watch it Tuesday.
And then we went to go see Novocaine on Tuesday night.
That was the other one. That was like that one I kind of want to watch though on streaming. It's like I can't. It's hard for me to justify giving them my dollars for that. It just doesn't look that good.
It was good. It was funny. It was not as gory as I was hoping.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But the final kill was exactly what I wanted it to be. So it worked out at the end.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask you this: if I go to Tightwad Tuesday, which am I watching?
The monkey,
Novocaine, or Mickey 17?
The monkey.
Is the monkey still out?
I don't know.
It's not out here.
It's the Barbenheimer thing. One's a good movie. One's entertaining. Mickey is a better movie, but Novocaine's very entertaining.
Okay. I'll let somebody else pick.
Yeah.
See what she says.
Yeah. I think you can blame her. Like, why'd you want to watch this shit?
It's like you really picked this? Well, I didn't know.
No, but what's his face is really good in Mickey 17.
Pattinson,
Batman,
the Batman,
yeah.
Twilight Batman.
His dialect coach
Sparkly
deserves
Batman.
whatever fucking Oscars they give out for that. His
For
regular Mickey 17 accent was hilarious, and you can't even tell it's him. And then when Mickey 18 shows up, that guy was fucking hilarious too.
Especially how they introduce him.
Yeah.
See, now you have me leaning towards Mickey 17, especially since that was next on my list.
Yeah.
Since that was next on my list anyway, so.
I feel like Novocaine's one of those, you're cleaning the house on Saturday, and like you see it's on TNT, and you just turn it on and have it in the
Damn.
I'm not no, but I'm saying it's one of those things like I feel like you were saying, I'll wait for streaming for that, right? Like it's one of those ones like unless you had a big group of people that were all going to go see it that all liked those types of movies, I feel like it's one of those that you would have to get like the audience kind of helps sell that movie, right?
No, I entertain myself, so I'd watch it by myself.
But you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying you.
I also have
Jack.
multiple personalities. So.
That's fair. That's fair. You open a door and you never know which one you're going to get.
I can relate to this movie. I am this movie.
Yeah.
But in that one they handled the he doesn't feel pain really well. Like it wasn't unbelievable. It was very. I'm not a fucking doctor or anything, but I'm like, okay, that's plausible. I can agree. He wasn't invincible, right? Like he was still bleeding, he was still getting hurt. He just didn't know that he had a fucking knife in his back for 20 minutes.
Or a mace head.
Yeah. But it was funny. It was funnier. It was as funny as I was hoping it would be gory. So
okay, got it.
I was hoping for more gore, but it was more funny. And it's a heist movie. There's a heist involved, bank robbery and shit. It was pretty good.
I could see it being one of those, oh, I didn't realize this was on Paramount now. I'll watch this. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know it was on Peacock. I'll watch this. That's how I feel it's going to be for me.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting, man.
You will not regret it. If you go see it on Tightwad Tuesday or if you wait till streaming.
Either way, I'm going to be all right.
I should have watched this in the movies.
Okay, all right.
But Mickey, I would see in the theater because it's sci-fi. Mickey's sci-fi.
Yeah,
so
that kind.
You kind of want to see that kind of stuff on the big screen.
Yeah, in the big screen. Yeah, it might be one this Tuesday, one next Tuesday because I don't know what's coming out this Friday. That's what the damn.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm obviously not watching
The Working Man.
Snow Brown. I'd watch The Working Man on Tightwad Tuesday.
Death of a Unicorn.
That one's like I'll see a trailer. I'm like, oh, that looks good. Then I'll see another trailer. I'm like, nah.
If I want to watch movies about swingers, then no, I'll move on. But I don't want to see Unicorn die. Those are valuable. I mean, it's hard to find.
Then you should go see this because you will have your mind blown. Wait a second. When does the sex happen?
Right? when did she join the couple? I like unicorns. Oh, if that's the case, then it might be Mickey 17 this week, and then The Working Man next week. Okay, what's the next Friday after that?
What day is the Minecraft movie? April 4th.
Not watching that.
Yeah,
we're going to go see it. I'll let you know.
Okay.
I can already tell. I don't need you to give me a feedback on that. I got it.
Maybe that's when I watch Novocaine. Shit. By that point, it'll be on Paramount Plus.
The Amateur, but the Amateur is following.
That's on my list. That's the 11th though.
That one does look good.
And then
that one's been on my list for a while.
And then Warfare as well.
Oh, which one's Warfare?
Warfare is the one that was written by a Iraq war veteran, and the guy who did Civil War. So it's Warfare embeds audiences with a platoon of American Navy SEALs on a surveillance mission gone wrong in insurgent territory. But it's supposed to be one of those like super hyper accurate as far as like how they act and what happened and stuff like that to them.
Wait, based on a true story?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
That comes out. That comes out the weekend. I think the same weekend as the Amateur.
Oh, that's gonna be a good weekend for me then. That's the weekend before we leave. Yeah. Well, before I leave. Yeah. You're already gone.
Yeah.
Say Duke will already be there. You catch yourself a Japanese theater and see
you know what? To be honest with you, that's low key. That's one thing. I mean, those types of things that we have here and we just take for granted as far as like how the process. You know, when you go into the theater and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I'm interested to go see what a.
How do they live?
Well, I'm interested to go up to the concessions and see what's available. What's the difference? Like,
right? Do you get sushi at a freaking movie theater in Japan?
Right, and then
that would be kind of cool. I'm with you on that.
How is the seats? How is the experience? How is the that type of thing?
The seats are going to be tiny because they're little people.
I'm going to be like,
no, they got sumo wrestlers out there. They'd be suing like that bitch that sued Lyft.
What?
But then
you for being too fat.
Yeah, so it's this rapper chick, right? She called a Lyft.
Oh, that chick?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know there was a Lyft thing about it, though. Okay, she called Lyft.
Yeah, so bro rolls up in like a fucking Accord. Her fat ass can't fit.
Wow. Wait, when you order, I don't have Lyft or Uber, so when you order one of those, you don't say like I need a SUV or a flatbed or something.
I don't know.
I need a flatbed. I need a Lyft. I need a Lyft triple XL.
I need a lift. No, a forklift. I meant forklift.
Jesus Christ! Wow, good job, Lou. You haven't made Jack slap the table in a long time.
Well, I haven't been there behind him, so what are you supposed to do?
True.
Fair. I'm pretty annoyed that Sinners comes out on Easter weekend when we're going to be at Celebration.
My oldest is too. She wants to see that one.
Yeah. Which one is that?
That's the one
with double Michael B. Jordan.
The old, like, 60s?
Yeah, like the vampire.
Oh, the vampire.
Shit, yeah.
Old. Okay. That looked pretty cool. I've been seeing trailers for that since last year, too. Good Lord. That movie get pushed?
I think so.
Because I was like, I could have swore I saw trailers for that last spring. And it was going to be a fall release or something.
Let's see, is that the 25th?
Keep messing with this.
We're all going to go see Revenge of the Sith together remotely.
Yeah, because we're probably watching that Sunday we get back.
Yeah, because it opens on the 25th, and you guys get back that weekend, right?
We get back the 26th that night, so probably the 27th sometime we'll catch it. And then I fly back on Monday, so it'll be probably likely Sunday.
And then The Accountant 2.
Oh shit, that's got a release date? I was looking for it.
April 25th. So same day.
Yeah, I'll be watching that one when I get either as soon as I get. Matter of fact, that might be Tightwad Tuesday when I return. I go back to work on Tuesday, and that'll help wind me down after work, my first day back to work.
And then the 25th anniversary, the 2025 re-release of Happy Gilmore. That's
how old?
I can't believe how.
What anniversary is that? 30?
I'm not sure. Let me look. It doesn't say.
30
Let's
would be
when
95.
It came out. 96. Oh,
so almost 30. Yeah.
29.
Almost.
Yeah, 29 years.
Weird timing.
Right.
Is part 2 coming out soon?
Yeah, it's coming out this fall on Netflix or something.
Okay, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Put it out there now. So okay, that's actually smart.
What else do we have? The Surfer with Nicolas Cage.
I don't think I've seen that yet.
Like a surf movie?
I'll put together. We'll do it. We'll have to do trailer. We can do trailers next weekend.
Okay,
that's true. Yeah, we haven't done trailers for a minute.
So I'll get those together for you guys for everything. Well, now we're going to be deep into summer, so we can do
get us through May
opening night Tightwad Tuesday.
Exactly.
I think that
or matinee. That'll be the in between.
Yeah, exactly.
Matinee is the in between.
Yeah.
And then streaming will be the worst.
Yeah. We'll have the 4 layers. We got to get Jack working on his art, his art ability, his art skills here, so he can start popping it up on the screen.
Right.
What did Duke vote?
I don't think I have anything like that. I'll have to see.
At least there's no screen pop-ups?
I don't think so.
I mean, there is when you have a Mac, but
Right. Rude.
Or your cell phone.
Right.
Which is the dumbest thing ever.
No. All I can do is this.
Unless they paid for it. If like Mac paid for that exclusivity. Oh shit! You guys got anything going on this week?
Tomorrow, I'm going to try to register for a tour at the test site, like where they actually tested nuclear bombs.
Cool. Yeah,
they only do it like twice a year.
Yeah.
So
when's that one coming up? May? I thought it was like May and October, right?
Something like that.
This a you thing or an older child thing?
Older child, yeah.
Could be Fallout related. Maybe
yeah.
It might be.
Definitely Fallout related.
I saw a video of a guy who went out there and looked, and it was pretty cool. Like it's the stuff that's still out there, even 75 years later.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Oh, and the season of the Force
80
starts this
years
week.
Later.
So guess where I'm gonna be Saturday? Buying Death Star buckets, bitches.
Nice.
I forgot. Yeah, you're out there. Oh, I guess for them, for two of them, they're back out there. You're out there.
Definitely taking advantage of the.
Death Star, wait, is this the man the oh my
the
god
Mythosaur? Yeah,
Mythosaur.
Yeah, so I'm getting drunk for you guys.
Yeah, you are.
Because that's how much I love you. I don't even like drinking alcohol.
Why else would you
do it
for
you?
You have no reason to drink alcohol otherwise. Unless you want to.
Yeah, so Death Star bucket, coaxium sipper cup, stainless steel Yoda tumbler, Mythosaur mug,
Which one's the
lightsaber?
Which one's the stainless steel Yoda tumbler? What's that one? I don't.
I'll find a picture and text it to you.
That reminds me.
But the missus loves the Disneyland stainless steel tumblers, so she be on those a lot.
Huh. I'm not familiar with those.
I'm trying to picture.
It's like the Darth Vader one I got you, Lou. It's like that, but it's going to be a Yoda.
Okay. Gotcha. It's badass. That's all you need to know.
I'm kind of upset that they're only doing the reforged and refound at Disney World for Sabi's.
No, they have it here.
They have it there too? Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to wait for us to do that, though?
Shit only goes for the Season of the Force.
No shit. Really?
Yeah.
All right.
That was limited, buddy.
So I'm just saying.
When's the Season of the Force end?
Might
have to make a last minute decision here.
Right.
Detour.
If I find out that it is like limited, like scrap, I will. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let me know, because if we need to make
Did you see that? Go ahead.
If we need to make an emergency call and I got to come out there at the end of May, I mean,
right?
Man, that would be tough for me because I'm going out there in the beginning of May.
Yeah.
But freaking, did you see the lightsabers are on sale again?
Yep, a couple of them are. Yeah.
Did you get any, or did you already have them?
No, the ones I put on sale, I pretty much already have. The only one I would think about getting was the Ahsoka set.
Oh, also, I got new luggage tags for Japan. Booyah!
Oh, so sexy!
Oh, damn!
These are actually, and they're really nice. They're nice, heavy quality. Yeah. I was kind of thinking they were going to be like thin plastic, but I was really happy with them when they showed up.
Yeah, I should probably buy a suitcase.
And then there's a PDX, there's a Portland bar in Tokyo. So it has like a bunch of Portland beers and all kind of Portland themed stuff. Like the floor has the airport carpet and stuff. So I bought this to take and put up on the wall there as my little contribution. It was so it's like a Portland, Oregon travel tag.
So here's the Yoda.
And it goes in the bar wall.
Yeah. Okay. So it just has like a picture.
And then on the other side,
it's not like a shape like Yoda.
Okay. So
Jedi.
And then that's is that all the Jedi? Is that Jedi?
Yeah. I see Shakti Mace, Kit Fisto.
All the ones that are never going to get their own stainless steel cup. They're just like, we're going to put them all on one.
Yaddle? That Mythosaur mug is badass.
Do we got Yaddle?
I don't see her unless she's around the corner. I think I see
the disrespect is real.
But I mean, that
doesn't have a hole in his chest though. From
or he doesn't have a smile either. He needs to smile.
So the Mythosaur mug has white Wampa ale and apple cider. So it's an apple beer with cherry
That's what I was
puree.
thinking. It's like something like a pear cider type thing.
I got to drink 3 of them. All right, fine, no big deal.
Might be something the wife likes.
Maybe.
Or it could be cheaper without the alcohol in it. I mean,
Lou,
if they did that, but they don't do that, though. That's not an option.
Lou,
you have to drink all of them.
That's like buying the Rancor teeth and not drinking the beer. That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, who would do that? Who would do that? No one.
Actually, they sell it outside of the Ogas now. There's so like where the creature stall is, where you go in and buy all the Loth Cats and shit. The one to the left, you can actually just buy the Rancor teeth,
like individually, or do you have to buy the whole set?
Nah, it's like the whole set. Yeah.
But Luz, you had to work hard to get yours, Luz, so it's fine.
A lot of effort.
I'll just have you put my Mythosaur mug in the in my bag in your bedroom.
Yeah, I have a bag for Lou too, so whatever.
Soon we're just gonna have our own closet space. Is what's gonna happen.
This is Jack's collection. This is Lou's collection. Duke's over here.
Hey, at least every July I can get mine. because I'm driving again. So I'll be able to haul all my shit.
And
back.
if I end up coming
I thought
down
about that from Japan too. I was like, I don't have to worry about it.
If I end up coming down for Season of the Force, then I will just bring an empty bag because I'll be there for 2 days.
Yeah, we have reservations for May 4th also, right after we get back.
Makes sense. Wait, just the 4th?
Yeah. So far.
Damn, dude. I figured you'd have 2 days.
They don't need to go
I'm still
for
working.
2 days. Yeah.
Do what?
I'm still working. Shit.
Gotta get back to work.
but not until what, Tuesday?
Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't because since the girls went, they didn't have enough reservations left on their ticket.
Wait, what does that mean? You have season tickets. You can go whenever you want, I thought.
No, we can only have 6 reservations.
Oh, at a time. Oh,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. You could go whenever you want. You can only have 6 reservations. So now that they're cleared, you should be able to add another day.
I sure can.
Yep.
Let's do that. Just for funsies, just so it's there.
Worst case, it
April
happens
4th
as you
is a
cancel
Sunday?
it.
Or May 4th is a Sunday?
Yeah.
May 4th, yeah.
Hang on. How much is that
So they
ticket?
could go Saturday, Sunday. Right?
$180, and then I'll be back out there 2 days or 2 weeks after for EDC. What park do you want to go to?
Disneyland. No.
I don't know. If I don't spend as much as I think I'm going to spend in Japan, $1,000 round trip, probably can knock that out.
I don't even think it'll be $1,000, dude.
I got to fly there and back, $300 minimum. Ticket, $200, $500, spending money. It's $1,000 minimum. Friday? Starts Friday, I think.
Yeah,
so.
probably means Disneyland will suck.
I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can get all them folks. Ooh, gross. I'll have to type Jack's like, oh, forgot I had this damn soundboard.
Right. Well, it just gets. This is how it works. It gets real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, bum.
Oh man!
Talk about somebody with autism.
Does it? Is the system easy? Jesus. Late reaction. Is the system pretty easy to use in editing, where you could put those sounds in after the fact, or no? Was it a bitch?
Know. I think I probably could.
That way he can edit all the cursing.
You guys aren't.
Yeah, because I figure he's editing. He can, instead of the cursing, you can just like the horn honk or something.
I don't.
Probably,
I don't think that. For as rough as my language is, I feel like we do a pretty good job in the podcast of not cursing.
But we're not a Tarantino movie by far.
No. Usually,
because if we were in a Tarantino movie, it would be like, "Here's my feet."
No shit, right? And there'd be some inappropriate conversation that would happen as well. You see a sign in my garage? Oh,
that's not there, Jules.
You know why you don't see a sign? That man, I might have to watch that movie. I haven't seen that movie in a while, actually. It's probably been 5 years since I've seen that movie.
Well,
maybe 3.
My internet is capped at like 2 terabytes every month because the cable industry is a giant ripoff.
Oh, wow.
And I don't have access to fiber, or else I would switch. But I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. So I'm like, right now, I'm like front loading everything, going through all of my old movies that are like SD or low quality and like upgrading them all to like better quality versions. So I'm like, oh, good. I have like 2 terabytes. I'm going to like be gone for half the month. So I'm going to just slam.
Is it calendar month, or do you have like a 13th to 12th? Okay.
So I'm like at 8. I don't even think it's 2 terabytes. It's 12. It's a terabyte basically. So 1200, 1.2.
So early April, you get a bunch of them handled.
Yeah. So right now I'm like,
finish
okay,
it off end of April.
I'm at 875 gigs. So I'm like, okay, I could do a bunch of like 2 gig movies right now because we only have 8 days left in the month. And then next month, I'll do a bunch more.
Yeah, I say next month you're going to be all over it because you're going to have that 2 weeks of freedom.
Yeah,
freedom in the sense of free downloads. So
all
nice.
Right. I need to take birthday girl out to dinner, so we should probably get this.
Well, happy birthday to her.
Where you guys going?
Red Robin. She loves it.
Dude, you got
Robin.
2. You got 2 in double digits, man.
I know.
Both of them in double digits.
Yeah.
I was like, what the? Yeah.
Yeah. That's how old we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what was. You hit it on the head. That's where I was going with that. It was like, bruh, 2 in double digits. That I was just like, I kind of took. I think I was going to the post office to mail a box yesterday. Mail 3 boxes actually, and I'm just sitting there in the parking lot at the post office, and I'm just like, man, we old as fuck.
They put you in the old person line at the post office too, Lou. Go ahead and get in this line where the lady fills out all the forms. The lady fills it's shorter, but the lady fills out all the forms for you because
they get me in and get me out because they don't want to deal with my cranky ass. I mean, it's just
the cranky old man line.
Dude, for real. That's the line they put me in. Sir, you can't come behind here. I wasn't behind there. Yes, sir, you were. No, I wasn't. I reached around. I didn't cross nothing. I didn't cross. Yeah, he did. I didn't cross nothing. Talking about.
Nigga, you get.
But it was like, I have long arms. I can reach behind and put my package back there.
Wow.
Nigga, you gay.
And so I did. But yeah, I definitely the cranky old man line. It's like I get in my moods. It's like, man, oh man,
you
act
brings
so
it out of you though, dude. All those people, I'm like, why didn't you can print postage online and at home and be done with this, or fill out your fucking address first. These people want to wait in line all day. I'm like, bruh, let's go.
Or they don't want to use the automated one, it'll measure your box. It'll weigh your box.
Yeah.
Just push the buttons. It'll do everything for you. I walk in, I'm sitting there watching these people. I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. I go in, I get my receipt, I go out. Drop my boxes off. And sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I'm like, I ain't dealing with this. I just drop my boxes off because I know it'll be handled. Yep, not worried about it at all.
Just leave them at the end of the counter
the whole package. Yep, package drop off here, or put it in the basket, whichever one depends. Or the little, pull the lever down, put your box in, close it back. I don't care. I'll do all that. But I'm beyond the days of I need to go see a person. If I don't need to do that.
Mm-mm.
And if I do, honestly, I know the times when to go. So it's like
if you got to buy some Star Wars stamps.
Yeah. Then I know when to go and not even bother with them. So because I don't have my dad work at the post office anymore to get them for me. So.
Right.
Those are the days. Hey, knew this came out. Cool. Pop, I need a sheet.
Yep.
All
right. Fine.
Sweet. All right. Well, enjoy Red Robin.
Yeah.
I'll have Meow Wolf to report on when
this is the Colorado Meow Wolf.
Yeah, downtown Denver Meow Wolf. So I'm trying not to read too much on it. I want to be surprised, but I hear it's artsy, and I'm like, all right, well,
let's just say my oldest would love to go, and she's been begging forever. So
well, now you got the dark.
I will have Colorado Meow Wolf to report on next pod.
And
I'll take it down there, and then we'll do the John Wick experience.
Yeah, that's for sure. When we're gonna have to do a Vegas trip and just go to spend the entire day at Area 15 sometime with the Dark Universe stuff and John Wick there now. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna be there in April and May actually. And I'll have time on both trips. Holy shit, that's rare for me.
And the John Wick experience looks pretty dope. I watched a highlight.
You know what?
A highlight video.
That might be help celebrate my niece's 21st thing to do.
There you go. But we'll talk about that next week. Jack's got to go. Yep. Jack's got to get himself a tavern double.
Yeah, it's already almost 7 there. Get that unlimited root beer float.
Heck yeah. $9.99 meal, bottomless fries, motherfuckers. Yep. Bottomless broccoli.
No, man, it's bottomless everything. That's what I'm talking about. They start off with the salad, and then you see, because you're allowed to switch it up. So get that salad so it comes out first, and then get them fries to come out, and then switch it to the broccoli.
That was like a 3D fries thing that you did right there, Lou. You said, get them fries. You put it up in the camera. I'm like, oh, shit. He's trying to take my soul. He's trying to final boss my soul.
Fries a little burnt, but that's okay.
Little ashy fries.
Oh, they ain't ashy. I got some lotion on. They're definitely burnt.
All right.
And the older I get, they'll be crinkle fries.
My arthritis.
Where's your soundboard for that? Where's your soundboard for that, Jack?
I didn't get some old lady, some old man.
Right. You need some bluey old lady shit.
Right. Nice parking spot, Rita.
Rita. Yeah, Rita. Oh shit! All right,
boys. Take care. Have a good week. Bye, peeps.